Super special game, man. 03 in the house.
Yeah.
Where you original from?
I'm from California. I'm from Los Angeles.
Damn, but you got caught in Texas.
I had some kilos of that ice, man.
Welcome home here, then. What did you do in 4 years? When you got locked up?
Buying jewelry and cars.
Oh, you buy jewelry when you was in jail?
Yeah, I bought my first asset mine in jail. Ain't that bulletproof? I made the most money I ever made while I was in there. I've been to prison in California and in Texas. Man.
Which one it was?
Texas. Stay the out of jail.
What's one of the last memories you have with you and Draco?
I had just gotten shot. I had just went to jail again. Where I'm from, people would think you sweet. So we went around the city and terrorized everyone. And that's crazy. We saw Takeoff that night. Rest in peace, Takeoff.
He was here in the room the night before, like a couple hours
Oh,
later.
yeah. I know.
He
That
was
so
in there,
crazy.
sit right there. We talked together.
Man.
Rest in peace to Takeoff, man.
That was my boy.
How about the feature? Is that help a lot in your music?
I got something from Slim Thug, Lil Wayne. I got something from Young Thug. I got something from Biggie Small.
Flawless gang, Emerald Diamond in Emerald, crazy. Perfect.
I ain't gonna lie, I grew up wanting to come here. I finally made it. I grew up, man, young as hell, wanted to still tipping days.
Oh, they?
Hell yeah. When you FaceTime me, I was geeked. I said, what the Man, you a legend for me.
Your rap name, what do you go by the name?
They be calling me 03 or... my shit do say 03 Greedo, but don't nobody call me that. Like, that's like the lame shit to do. They either call me 03 or Greedy or like... Cheeto, they be calling me Cheeto, but like if I'm in the mall, you like 03 Greedo, that's like a nigga saying NBA Youngboy, like bro. Just say it. You feel me?
Do you have another rap name before?
Yeah, they used to call me Greedy Giddy too. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's why people still be calling me Greedy and shit.
What made you change to the OG? 03.
I think like at the time back then, like it was other artists that was trying to rap named Greedy. So I was like, I gotta stand out. So I was like, damn, I'm Greedy from 103rd. But I was like, damn, maybe that might get me in trouble. So strategically, I took off the one from my hood and just said 03 Greedo. Because Greedo, that's like, if your name is Speedy, they'll call you Speedo in the hood. It's just like a little trend or whatever.
Oh, that's slang.
So my shit still mean greedy and shit. It really just mean like greedy from grape. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
So, you got a crazy story, bro. I had a chance to kind of look at some of your, what you've gone through. And but take us back to the very beginning. How did you get involved in hip hop?
I don't know. I guess, I don't know. Just the age I am, that's all it was. You feel me? That's what was going on. It's even crazy to be here because it's like, I done rock with Johnny Dang. Johnny Dang been a celebrity before social media was even rolling. Like, it's like, damn, what the fuck going on? And back in the day, we didn't know how to get down here and get to where we got to be. Now, social media or like some of the connections will get you, when he FaceTime me, I was geek. You feel me? I'm like, what the fuck is going on? But I don't know. That shit just was around, you feel me? Back from like the BET Uncut days when you first saw that Still Tipping video to now, like, that's just what was around for people our age and shit. So, I don't know. I think like I was just like the class clown nigga. And then around 12 years old, okay, I went to a school and then the nigga was rapping, some fat dude, and then I was just shooting jokes back at him. And they was like, no, make that shit rhyme. And they was like, oh yeah, he got it. And ever since then, I was just that dude. And then I like had a weird voice to most people. Like even now, my talking voice like is different. So nobody wanted to give me beats. So like 2003, I started like cooking up beats on Fruity Loops and shit. So I made like Never Been, Sweet Lady. I made most of my like original bangers myself and shit. So, I don't know, that shit just what I like. I ain't gonna lie.
How long is that? How long you been in rap game? How long you been rapping?
I done had a record deal since 2017, but I had my deal for 6 months, and then I went to jail down here in Texas for 5 years because of a drug trafficking case. So I was in like the Dallas area for a while and shit like that. So I did like 4 years and some change, and then by the time I got out the halfway house, I was like a month or two off of 5 years. And then I ended up in the halfway house down here in Houston at the Cheyenne Center. So I was able to leave my halfway house at night and go record at Sugar Hill. So at night I was recording at Sugar Hill. So even my new shit, like One Drink Too Many and shit, we recorded that in the B room at Sugar Hill in Houston. I did all my new music when I first came home, even my Hella Greedy album at Sugar Hill. I was just there last night and that shit was crazy after like 2 years. Like I used to have to come here and go straight back and shit. But I don't know. I can't even count the years because I always used to go to jail. So I don't know if like you take those years off or what.
Right.
But I was going platinum in prison, so it was still good and shit.
Damn.
Yeah.
So
like,
when you got locked up, when you're in prison, like your music stopped. Are you still recording?
When I was locked up, luckily I just had signed my deal. I was kind of strategic. I knew that I was fighting life, and my label did it. So once I signed, I was able to pay for a lawyer and get a deal, and I got 20 years non-ag. Everybody from Texas know about that ag and non-ag shit, you know what I'm saying? So I had non-ag, so once I did 2 years, I was able to come up for parole. They denied me twice, and then the third time, I got to get out, which was 3, 4, 5 years, you know what I'm saying? So, and I thought I was gonna hate Texas because, you know, I had never been to Texas. I was driving somewhere else and got caught on the way there. So I did the 5 years in Texas and had never even been to gas station or got a burger out here. Damn. So I'm like, oh, fuck, my head fucked up. I'm thinking I'm going to hate it. And once I got out at the Cheyenne and they approved for me to be going to record my album and shit, I'm like, what the fuck? This shit is like some movie shit. Like, okay. And then just the women, the food out here, like the culture, all the rappers show a lot of love, respect. It's fire. I ain't gonna lie, especially Houston and Dallas. That's really where I be moving around at. I was living in Dallas for a while, well, kind of like near Dallas in Greenville, and then driving out here to work. I don't know. I just love Texas. I didn't think I would, though. I'm on parole here till 2038, so I kind of be careful when I'm down here because if I get in, you have to finish your 20 on the street.
So where you original from?
I'm from California. I'm from Los Angeles.
Oh, you're from damn, but you got stuck and caught in Texas.
Yeah, I had some kilos. I had some kilos of that ice, man. And
welcome home here, Dan. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Texas is a nice place.
Some keys of ice.
Yeah, and they
You know, 20-year sentence is nothing to blink at. And so when you originally got arrested, what was that, 2016, right? And then I think the very next year you signed that multi-million-dollar deal with Top.
I was on the run when I signed my deal. You know, shout out to Texas. They'll let you keep bailing out. Cali won't let you do that, especially if you bailed out and you got out of there and ran away. They're like, okay, we gonna make sure you got no bail next time. Here, shit, I bailed out 3 times on that case, and then after a while I had to take some though.
What's one thing, like, because, you know, obviously, you know, you've been through a lot. What's one thing for someone that's watching this, maybe that's an artist that's still in the street, what's some words of advice maybe you could give them?
Get away from them niggas. They gonna turn. They don't like it. You could buy them whatever they need, and they gonna be like, nah, but give me what you got. And there's some people that still gonna make it, but if you from a real trench and you really a trench nigga, let them niggas FaceTime you. You wanna give somebody something, start a charity. You know what I'm saying? Because you'll die out here. You know what I'm saying? Or you'll be compromised, and then it's the era of people playing and remixing the story and trying to paint certain narratives and shit. So the biggest lesson I had is like, you know, when you first come into some money and some millions, you gon' as a street nigga, you gonna want to help everyone. And it's never enough. And you're gonna run out of juice, you're gonna run out of money, and then the moment you say no, you may become a target, or you might just gotta fuck one of these niggas up, or and sometimes it be your family too. You don't gotta necessarily be some street shit. It could be your auntie, your mama, your pops. Bro, when you get rich, go Beyonce, you hear me? Who's Beyonce's best friend? Nobody fucking knows, you know what I'm saying? You gotta go like that. Nobody knows, you know what I'm saying? When they see her, it's about her, you know what I'm saying? I don't care if you at Coachella, the Grammys, it's like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? Be that, get your money. Bless the folks that you can, that you do feel is being loyal, but it's not always about loyalty. Sometimes if this person does not have the drive you have, it's detrimental to your success, you know what I'm saying? And I've tried to help so many people that just don't got that go hard in them, and then it's like, nigga, I'm not finna baby you, and now it's like we beefing because you're not trying to get off your ass, or you're not trying to at least find yourself a position here in my company where you can be here. So yeah, moral story, get away from these niggas. You know what I'm saying? And if they is solid, keep them around, but still watch that nigga with one eye open. You know what I'm saying? It's like that, and it's unfortunate, but if you from the streets, bro, it's about get over to get ahead or the quick buck. You could tell a nigga, hey man, how you get this 18-wheeler? Man, I took this class, it was 6 months, and then this nigga gave me a loan. It's easy, you just go to the bank. And they gonna be like, man, I ain't doing all that shit. Or they gonna be like, I ain't got no license. It's like, go get your license. Even now, this is gonna be the era of showing how stupid people are, no matter where they from. You can't fly without a real ID or a passport now, right?
Right.
Watch how many people is gonna refuse to go get it. Like, man, I don't know how to do all that. People be stuck like that. And it's not a black thing, it's not a hood thing, it's not a Mexican, Asian, white thing. It's just like a lot of people, you know, I don't know if it was the TV, the music, or everything, but you know, we in America, we've been programmed to be a certain way, and it's like this bitch lazy. It's a lazy motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
You think this generation is definitely a lot more lazy?
Yeah, but I think what we call a generation is different now. You know, I think that should be like a certain age level. I can't even use the word generation because the old people bullshit too. There's a lot of old people that don't leave their house. You know what I'm saying? They pay the bills and be mad that the bills this much, but won't go and go make something new. You better go make you some patty cakes or something. Go make you some sweet potato pies or something, baby. Don't you be in there cooking? Sell some shirts, sell some socks, do something. The money don't stop. You have to eat and you have to shit. Right. So you got to make that money. What Johnny say, he 25 years in this? He got to eat. It's just what it is. And then as you living, the cost of living gonna keep going up. And if you want to do something different, or if you want to hit a different level of female, you're gonna have to do this, or you got to go over here. You got to just work. You got to learn how to work your moves and be able to survive in every kind of room. So the people that
just working hard, you keep working hard to make it. Okay, so back to the music. Since you're from LA, you living a long time in Texas, recording in Houston, Texas. How your music sound? How you?
I think
is that
that's
like LA style or Texas style?
I got a little LA niche to it. I'm like the biggest like sing along dude in LA. I got all the songs. I figured like, damn, I got this life sentence on my head. So instead of like just trying to bar niggas up before I left, I'm like, I'm gonna make a gang of songs that they can remember and sing along to and shit. So shit, me like just traveling all my life, like living in St. Louis for a while, living in Kansas City for a while, living in Northern Cali and Southern Cali back and forth with grandparents in Sacramento. Me living back and forth to New York, me living back and forth to Atlanta. It just gave me like the versatility. I'm really friends with a lot of these people. Like when I go on tour, I go see so many people that ain't seen me in like 10 years, 7 years that I either chatted with or rapped with or whatever the case. Some people just my partner, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like a versatile nigga. I be more like a music, like I like to make music like, I don't know if I'm being like technically correct, but like I feel like a lot of the artists that like got them jams that like we sing in the ghetto, they was dead before we was alive. And I want to be that nigga from this era that like, you know, 50 years from now, they be like, man, put on some of that. It's like I'm Marvin Gaye in this motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? And it's just going. It's just like lifestyle music, you feel me? I be talking about like just like love from a street nigga point of view, heartbreak from like your partners and your family, and just for the most part, fucking. I just love to make songs about fucking, because when people go to the club or when they go to a show, they came there and they seen all them girls and they like, nigga, what we gonna go home to? I'm that ride home, put this on, you know what I'm saying? And I don't feel like I had just the streets when I got on. I feel like I had the bitches and then the streets follow because they want the bitches, you know what I'm saying? So I'm still working that move, for real. And I just be on my little fashion shit, get dressed type shit, you know what I'm saying?
And you're from the West Coast, you know.
No, I'm from the U.S.
From the U.S. You know, growing up, you know, in California too, you know, you've had a lot of historic artists that have come from there. And in one interview that I had seen with you, I guess they had taken it out of context with something you had spoken on Tupac Shakur. What's your thought on his music? I want to hear from you.
Pac, he has some great music. It's a lot of similarities in some of the things I do as far as moving people's emotions. He was a little more political. He was a hella great actor too. And a lot of people be saying, I never knew him personally, but they be saying like certain movie roles kind of drove him crazy, like Juice. They say he just turned it to like, you know, that monster or whatever. But no, that was just like some trap when I first came in. I wasn't media trained, and I had an interview with Billboard magazine, and they was asking me something like, they say you do like 15 songs a night. At the time I was doing like 20 songs a night. And they like, man, how do you feel about people comparing you to another West Coast legend like Tupac? And I was like, well, Tupac ain't a West Coast legend. He from New York and then was living in Baltimore. And then he came out here like towards the end of his career, like as far as like on West Coast, what about Brenda's Got a Baby version? And I'm like, I'm not taking nothing from him, but I don't have to live because that's a big ass mountain to climb. That nigga's huge. So I'm like, why y'all trying to make me climb this big ass mountain, nigga? I'm hey man. So that's all I was saying. Like I'm more like a funny nigga. Like I wasn't never saying like, you know. But then when I was younger then and I was fighting that case, so when they tried to like use it to finesse me and they made the title of the interview, and this was the shit he was asking me off the record, and I was just explaining to him why I said that. And then the next thing I know, I'm doing a press run the next day and it says like, 03 calls Tupac a bitch ass nigga. And that was the first time I was like, oh, they'll play with you like that. And then at that point, I was like, man, I ain't running from shit. So I was being a little disrespectful, but shit, we love, I love everything that I ever saw, even the shit that I hated, because that's where I picked up what I should or shouldn't do. And just culture-wise, I just try to pay attention to everything, even now, you know what I'm saying? But I'm my own legend, not to take from him or like, you know, the bigger people from California like Snoop or everybody big, but I got something from everyone. I got something from Slim Thug. I got something from Lil Wayne. I got something from Young Thug. I got something from motherfucking Biggie Smalls. It's just like, I'm like a sponge. I got to absorb up all the culture, and then I make my version of what I saw for the next generation. You know what I'm saying?
I like the words you had used. You had said media trained. Do you feel like more artists need to be media trained before they get on interviews, especially in the rap game? You think that that's something important to be?
Yeah, because they tricking us. A lot of this stuff is like self-incriminating shit. Or they asking you about crimes. Nigga, I don't remember watching Lil Wayne or Bun B or anybody just sitting there talking about crimes. Like, yeah, man, what about that shootout? Or what about that? Like, what the fuck? Hey, brother, I don't know. So, me being on parole till 2038, I just be trying to keep a funny image, even when certain bad shit happens and they be trying to, they want you to respond in a way where you screaming in your phone or you sending threats. And then the next thing you know, they using that shit in a RICO or in a fucking any kind of case. So, yeah, we got to be media trained because we raw as hell. We talking crazy. A lot of us are on drugs or, you know, especially the younger generation. So, yeah, hell yeah. But if not, just don't do it. You don't have to do interviews. You don't have to do, like, of course I'm doing this because I love Johnny Dang and we getting some work done or whatever. But as far as the interviews that just look for the juiciness and the bullshit, you got to stay away from that because why would you do that? You might... Bro, you might spaz out and try to hit one of the people that's doing the interview, and then you got some...
You know, the problem with the media nowadays, they looking for, expecting the negative shit.
Yeah,
that's why we try to do voice, because we try to do positive thing.
Right.
We try to do interview from you and get your sexy story for the coming up artists, for the young generation. What do they learn the good thing from you? We don't want to... You know what I'm saying? We don't want to, of course, you know, a lot of bad things. We don't want to talk a lot about bad, so we don't want them to learn none of that.
At all.
We want them to know that, hey, get money like OT, spend money, enjoy, get nice jewelry.
Right.
To do that, you have to work your ass out,
Record
right?
nonstop.
Yeah.
Record nonstop until you really catch you a style that works for you or a few styles that work for you. And then the rest of this shit is about just, you know, staying healthy enough to perform, shopping, and having sex. So
how about
there's nothing
feature?
Bad about this shit if you focus. You know what I'm saying?
How about a feature on with the different artists? Is that help a lot in your music careers? Let's see.
I mean, yeah, I got songs with hella people. I got songs with so many people, but it helped. But it's also just like what the fans like to see. You know what I'm saying? And then a lot of times, like people be like, "Oh, I can't get this clear with the label." Drop it anyway. Drop that on YouTube. Do a video and drop it on SoundCloud till they have to, or that is just as big. Some songs that we have that ain't on the DSPs, which is like Spotify and Apple Music, and they just on YouTube or SoundCloud, they bigger than regular songs. But guess what? It's the same as like when we was younger and like you'll hear some underground goddamn Lil Wayne or some shit that ain't on people's albums, whether it was, you know, Zero, Slim Thug, all type of shit, or if you was listening to shit that's just strictly for the streets, the fans love to have that too, because it's like, you ain't up on this one, you ain't got this one, you feel me? So you can do whatever you want as far as this shit goes. It's the ball in your court. You got to stay the fuck out of jail. That's like the biggest thing that be fucking with rappers is jail or, you know, anything worse than that. But like jail, and don't try to like, if you ain't got the money, don't try to get all these girls pregnant.
Jail, they cost you a lot of time. 4 years. What did you do in 4 years?
I just was
When you got
buying.
locked up,
I just was buying jewelry and cars.
No,
and,
I mean when you locked up in jail?
Yeah, in jail.
What
in
you do
jail.
every day?
Yeah, in jail. I was buying jewelry.
Oh, you buy jewelry when you was in jail?
Yeah, I bought my first asset mine in jail. Ain't that whole Bulletproof? But I was going platinum in there. I went platinum with Trap House, and I went platinum with Substance in prison. So I was sitting there on Cofield unit, just ordering shit and setting up my life and grabbing a place to stay and talking to pretty girls and just living life. Once, like 2019, because I was there from 2018 to 2023. So once 2019.
COVID time. How was it COVID
I caught COVID in there. I caught COVID in there,
You caught COVID?
Hell yeah.
That was scary though.
It was cool though, because when people tell me about like the pandemic in California and how crazy it was, I be like, that bitch sound like a movie. So I'm glad I missed that shit. Especially they said they was driving on the road and it was like 2-3 cars. That shit, I would have lost my fucking mind. Like what? That's like a fucking movie. I'm glad I didn't have to see that shit. And a lot of people passed away like from COVID too, like in my family and shit. So I'm
but
glad that I was
talking about outside or in prison?
Outside. In prison, hella people died off all type of shit. In prison, man. I've been to prison in California and in Texas. And Texas is a bad motherfucker, boy.
Which one it was? Which one it was? California? Texas prisons?
Yeah, and then you come out here, you thinking like, oh yeah, these guards probably racist. It's not even that. They just hateful because they tripping on blacks, whites, Mexicans, crippled, old. They don't care what you is, homosexual, heterosexual. All y'all got to go to jail. All y'all, it's just what it is. It's like a power thing. And you can tell the difference when you're in prison, like in West Texas compared to further out. Like it's a little more racial in West Texas towards the blacks. It's some shit. It's crazy. A lot of people passing away or getting murdered by whoever, or it's crazy in here. It's crazy. But as long as you know how to like move, you good.
But at least this is the best message. I really, especially from you. I want to lead to the young kid, old kid, man, woman. Yeah. Stay the hell out of prison, right?
Yeah, fuck that. Stay away.
And one thing I noticed about you is you got a lot of face tats. What was the first one you ever got?
I really don't even remember where shit is because I don't see my face. But I think I tried to start with this little shit. And then it just, it's like once you, that's what a girl told me yesterday in the club, like, y'all look crazy. I need to get me a face tat, just a little one. I'm like, don't do it. Because once you got a little one, you like, oh, this is a little canvas, huh? I'll do some shit right here. And you just going.
Have you ever regret to do that? Got time?
Maybe just recently, like trying to purchase a home. When your credit good and your money good, and they be like, oh, yeah, bring them on by. And then they get the ID and be like, excuse me, no, Jesus Christ. Yeah. So I'm like, let me go get a driver's license with makeup on or something. Because that's the only time. Usually I'm like, man, fuck, yeah. Nah, when you want to go in certain rooms. But that's why I try to like throw them suits on and switch it up now.
And there's a lot of dope new artists coming out of Cali right now. One just dropped an album last week. I just want to hear, your stance on him. What do you think about Lefty Gunplay?
Oh, that's my twin. I fuck with Lefty. I relate to him because I had a time in my life where I was powered up like that, and I was a wild boy. I was drunk all the time or high all the time. I record with him sometimes, and I just understand him and shit. A lot of my friends, like, we come from the same struggle and shit. So I just understand him. He give me a lot of advice from a younger person point of view. I give him a lot of advice. Yeah, I deal with Lefty. You talking about the one with Problem with Jason Martin? Yeah, I was just listening to that on the way here. Shout out to Problem too. The West, this more than ever, we all kind of rock with each other heavy and shit.
Who are your more favorite artists?
Right now?
Yeah.
Kodak. My favorite, Kodak for sure is like the best. Project niggas just relate to his shit. I guess Lil Wayne when he was on his mixtape shit, but Thug, Sosa for sure. Chief Keef, hard as a bitch.
How about a younger generation? I mean, younger generation, that mean the new
There's so many new artists. People, but I be already working with them. A lot of the kids in Michigan and shit, like Babyface E from Flint. all my Detroit and Flint niggas, I fuck with them. I feel like Michigan, Texas, Chicago, parts of Atlanta, it's the same thing as Cali. Like, so I fuck with all of them. But I don't know, everybody for real. Big X the Plug, that's my dog. Maxo been my boy since I came in this bitch. I be fucking with Sauce Walker. I fuck with the whole Texas. I ain't gonna lie. They show so much love. And I was just telling people when I was here, you know, like listening to the radio out here, like, nigga, Texas got a whole nother style of rapping, a whole nother, like, this the upgraded Texas. So I'm just happy to see, like, Texas getting a little more shine and shit. All the Florida artists kind of going, if it's Rugrat, man, shit, Boss Man D-Lo, goddamn Lil Tyler, shit, everybody. I be checking in on everything. I be checking on shit outside of rap too. I be off the pop shit. I be off Claro. I be off Sabrina Carpenter. I'm off all that. Okay.
And you know, you've had a lot of wins. You've dealt with a lot of losses. And one I want to ask you about personally is your relationship with Draco the Ruler.
Draco.
How did that come about?
Randomly, my management and his brother, Ralphie, connected us. I was kind of already recording with Ralphie and Catchy and the rest of the Stinc team. Long live Catchy the Great as well. And when me and Draco met, he was asleep. He used to be off downers when we was young, and I was off uppers. We're more like turned up. And Ralphie woke him up like, man, get your ass up, nigga. What the fuck wrong with you? And we made a song called 100 on my wrist, 100 on my neck. And at the time, I was preparing to go to prison, so I was making them sing-along songs, and that nigga fucked over me on that song. I'm like, damn, this nigga ate my motherfucking verse up. So then he put that Out the Slums beat on, and I got his ass back, and ever since then, we was just super, super locked in. The most unfortunate shit about us being like a group is I was always in jail when he was out, and he was always out when I was in. But unfortunately, he got out right a little bit before I did, and then passed away. But I feel like my fame wouldn't be as big as it is if I wasn't connected with him, and vice versa. You know what I mean? I just feel like we helped each other and shit.
And talk about the piece you got around your neck. You know, what is that? What does that symbolize for you?
We just on that old timing now. Like we gonna keep representing him. I don't do no show without doing a tribute to him. Cause like Wake Me Up in Traffic, which is a Shoreline song featuring us, but I think originally it was gonna be in me and Draco's tape. But it was me and Draco was in jail, and Jeezy was like, this is too big of a song. So shout out to Jeezy. He really kept me rolling while I was in jail too. Trap House went platinum because of him performing it. So it was just our old clique. It was Drummer Gang, Shoreline Mafia, and Stinc Team. So we called ourselves Drummer Stinky Beaches or Drummer Stink Mafia. And that was the era that changed LA to like what is current, like foreign cars and jewelry and wearing designer. And you know, you look at me and Draco's old video, I had like the D Squared moon boot collab, big ass boots on with the Pharrell G-Stars and shit. Like, you know, we was coming different as fuck, you know what I'm saying? And it helped the city because we was so behind. I bet you probably some artists in Texas feel the same about this state. Like, you know, just like how we was trying to move from only the low-lows. I remember talking to certain people like Maxo, like, man, I don't want to have swangers in every video and all that shit. We understand the culture. We trying to show this lamb truck. And you know, feel me, these new grill from Johnny and this new, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's why I say like Cali and Texas the same because we done research. We hot again. We got our own. I fuck with Texas heavy.
What's one of the last memories you have of you and him? What's one of the last memories you have with you and Draco?
New Year's Eve, I had just gotten shot. I had just went to jail again. And where I'm from, people would think you sweet. So we went around the city and terrorized everyone on New Year's. It was like a Batman movie when two villains finally link up and shit. You know what I'm saying? That shit was hard. It's like the Riddler and Two-Face running around, guns and everything, just tripping. And that's crazy. We saw Takeoff that night. Rest in peace, Takeoff. But
he was here in the room.
Yeah.
The night before, like a couple hours later.
Yeah. I know.
He
that
was
so
in
crazy.
there, sit right there. We talked together.
Man.
Rest in peace to
Takeoff. That was my boy.
Just a couple hours
we was on that
later.
Infinity Link shit. We had them Infinity Links together. Takeoff, the first time I met him, he actually rapped my verse from me and Draco's song Out the Slums, word for word. And you know how good Takeoff was at rapping, so that shit was like one of the hardest memories ever. Yeah.
So what the jury, beside the piece, you have a relationship with him, what the relationship between juries and the artists? What do you think jury can have with the
that's
artist?
the ultimate shit. It's just like, you know, how you sell it. That's your commercial. You know what I'm saying? And then when you get to the money, you start dealing with the right names because it's that stamp. So you go to the bigger names that's well known and their clientele is the, you know, bigger names. So when people go click on that page, it's perfect. It works for everyone that's involved. It's like, oh damn, let me go on Johnny page. Oh damn, O3 was in there. Let me see who else be going on. Oh shit, damn, everybody go to the motherfucker. Oh, I gotta get my shit from right there. You feel me? It's like a stamp for everybody. So it's
but that's true. That's a good thing. You point out the right point because especially nowadays, so many street jewelers, so many young coming up kids, they just open the jewelry, you know, to pay on social media and start selling jewelry, selling anything.
Right.
Act like a business, but they don't have a stand behind, just screw up the customer, you know? That's crazy because that's if you go with any jeweler.
You got a job
any
application?
business. What is that?
You got a job application? I'm trying to work here.
You will best.
I ain't trying to have first
that's the whole point.
I'm trying to have first dibs.
I like to hear that, you know? You have to go with a stem jeweler,
we gotta go in some type of business and really, I don't know, we gonna figure out something that we can do dope for like a fan or two or something. Maybe like some type of shit for somebody that's trying to go to college or some shit. We'll figure some shit out, bust them down, give them some cash. Me and Johnny, we working on something. We gonna figure it out. We gonna work on something.
Deal, man. I appreciate that. Thank you very much for your time. Very last question. It nothing related to rap, jewelry. How much it cost you when you got locked up for the legal fee?
I think just like 20 bands, maybe 100 tops, but not too much. Shit, I ain't have it for him no way.
100,000 just for the legal fee.
Nah. Well, yeah, because I got to count when I got everything because you got to get a parole lawyer to get out. I had Lloyd Redmond like Pimp C. So me and Pimp C had the same lady get us out of Texas prison.
Oh.
But, yeah, you got to say that. I have to say that, huh? Lloyd Redmond. Shout out to Lloyd Redmond. Shout out to all my boys that use Lloyd Redmond for that parole lawyer to get up out of that jam, man. Long live Pimp C.
Now this lawyer get more paid. Yeah.
But I don't know. It wasn't too much.
But it's still a lot, though.
It just was crazy. I left like my daughter was 11 or 12, came home, she was grown. So that shit was like, what the fuck is going on? You know what I'm saying? But other than that, the money, it wasn't too bad because I made the most money I ever made while I was in there. Because I got independent albums and I got what I dropped with my label. So I be eating both ways. So
what do people respect? Like my fans, your fan, respect for your music in this year and coming up year?
I got a album coming this summer.
This summer or next?
Yeah, this summer.
Like next month.
Yeah, so we got to get to work. We got to get some more of this shit.
Okay, yeah.
We got to go crazy. I'm going to come back and shoot a video in here when I get my shit made.
Man, I'd love to be in your video.
Yeah,
Rockin' Diamond Boy.
We got to turn up.
Hell yeah.
But nah, I just want to tell you, bro, this is like a super bucket list thing. This is something like, I know my childhood friends, Hope and Ryan, they watching like, damn, he checking off everything that we loved when we was young. So I appreciate rocking with y'all and even the FaceTime we got when y'all was with Hidden Hills back in the day, a couple of months ago. All that shit was fire. So shout out Hidden Hills too for that.
Right, because me and Diamond Boy and Hidden Hill, we have a very good collab.
Okay,
on the pre-pro, this is fine.
Oh, for real?
Hell yeah.
Oh, there's some diamonds in there?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I might smoke
Diamond
some of that.
Yeah.
All right, well, on that note, we'll check out with this one. O3, we appreciate your time. Make sure y'all give him a follow.
Follow him, too. What's your Instagram so they can follow you?
03
That's more important.
GREEDO, O3 Greedo. You can find me anywhere. Look for the face stats.
They are hard to miss, guys. And on that note, we're checking out Flawless Podcast. We appreciate the love. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.